My coworker made a TikTok against me, so I reported her.
Make a react TikTok back.
I work with a younger girl, let's call her Carla, in healthcare. Carla. Since she started, there's always been some sort of tension between us, and I never really understood why. It hasn't been anything overt, but there's always felt like there was an undercurrent of hostility that I couldn't quite pinpoint. By the way, this comes from user Wonderful Folds. And if you want to submit your own stories, go to the r/OK Storytime subreddit. I'm Dakota.
I'm Carly.
I'm Keon.
And we're here to give good advice goofily, but we don't have all the answers. We only know what we would do. So let us know what you would do in the comments. And OP says, I had knee surgery a little while back and have had certain restrictions since returning to work. I genuinely wasn't aware that this was causing any issues because no one mentioned it. My coworkers knew I was out for a couple of months, but that was it. And I didn't feel like I needed to clarify why I was out for that time. I got home from work and was doom scrolling on TikTok when one of her videos popped up. She was talking about how everyone hates me, calling me lazy, and saying they were all going to slash the witch's tires. Me being the witch. I wouldn't have realized it was about me if the caption hadn't said, and her name rhymes with OP's name, which clearly points to me. I'm the only one with a name that could possibly rhyme with the spelling she used. I spent the last hour crying, and I just do not want to go to work tomorrow. I genuinely try to be a nice person. I don't go out of my way to hurt anyone, and I've never had issues with anyone at work before. This has left me feeling targeted and completely blindsided. I asked my mom, who was a nurse for 2 decades, what she thought. She told me I'm being too sensitive and that I should just let it go. It's difficult for me because Carla also has a video up that shows the back of my car with the license plate fully visible, which feels unsafe and invasive. I looked at her profile right after the fact, and it's just not sitting right with me. I don't feel like I'm overreacting. I work very hard and try to do my best to be treated respectfully. If this were happening to my face, I might be able to process it more easily, but the fact that it's online for strangers to join in on makes it feel humiliating and unsafe. It feels like being in high school all over again. Am I the a-hole for reporting her? I know she'll probably lose her job, and that bothers me, but I also feel like this is a serious issue that needs to be addressed. Comment 1, not the a-hole. If you're fully honest about what she did and she loses her job, that's the consequences of her own actions. And OP says, I wish I were lying. Comment 2 says, save the videos in case they do slash the tires or anything happens to you or your property. OP says, I saved the videos and screenshotted in case she deletes them. Comment 3, not the a-hole, report her. That is insane behavior for an adult, and I would say she's acting like a kid, but I've never met any kids this bad. Show her that her actions have consequences. OP says, it definitely felt like a shock to the system just hearing the way she was talking about me. I was bullied relentlessly in high school, but no one ever said anything like that directly to me. I know she'd thought I'd probably never see the video, but gosh. That commenter says, I used to be bullied really bad too, but that taught me to be truthful, stern, and a narc. But people aren't as rude, at least to my face anymore, because I stood up to them and would tell adults that their behavior wasn't okay. Sounds like something out of a coming-of-age movie, but it works surprisingly well. OP says, it's been so long since I felt like I had to really speak up for myself. I just thought women my age and her age had moved past treating each other like that. It's so discouraging. A 4th comment says, if the video was just her sounding off about not liking you, that's one thing. And your mom may have had a point. At the point she's threatening you or your property, that's bordering on criminal conduct and should be reported. 110% not the a-hole.
Honestly, low-key, wait till they slash your tires and then be like, you admitted to doing
Yeah,
this.
you admitted to planning this and doing
So
it.
it was a premeditated attack, and I have proof.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
OP replies, I feel like even without the threats, it's still not okay. Not with our line of work. There shouldn't be any place in healthcare for bullying. Even without the threats, she basically named me in the caption. I don't know if any of our coworkers follow her, but if they do, they 100% know it's about me, and I'll have to deal with more nonsense at work because of it. Comment 5, report her to both your employer and the police. She's threatening criminal damage. Don't feel guilty for another tiny second. She's got this coming. I bet you're not the first she's targeted online. As for her career, I would never want a nasty person like this taking care of me. You're doing a lot of people a favor.
Yeah, I was not shocked when they said healthcare.
Just a mean,
I was
nasty
not
little lady.
shocked.
A mean, nasty little healthcare lady. Oh. She pokes you when you're in your bed. She says, "Wow, doing that. I'm examining your ribs." Say, "Doctor, I sprained my ankle." "Yeah, but I'm just gonna jam into your ribs." She might do that. She might do that because she's a mean lady.
Has this
I
happened
feel like
to
that
you?
happened to you.
Yeah, this sounds
The way,
oddly
that seemed
specific.
like we brought something up there.
No, I don't think so. That's like a forgotten memory I'm bringing up. OP says, "Thank you. I think I let my mom get in my head a bit too much, and reading these comments kind of snapped me back into reality and out of my emotions. I'm emailing my supervisor now. I don't feel like I should wait and sleep on it, or I'll take myself out of it. I have a habit of letting people just railroad me." Comment 6, tell HR or whoever, and if they seem to not take it seriously, say you'll not work with her and try to get her to move branches or something. I don't know anything about healthcare workers. Sorry. OP says, "I'm not sure myself if I'm being honest. I've never been in trouble, and I don't think I've seen anyone have to go through the disciplinary process. I can't imagine it's fun, but I did email my supervisor because she's the first line of command. She's really amazing, so I think that she'll take it seriously. I did send links to the videos and have them saved in case she does delete them. And we have an update.
Woo!
Don't be afraid to go to HR."
That's literally why there's HR.
Yeah,
is
truly.
to
Unless
report
if
this.
HR's BFF Jillies with this one coworker.
Well, I mean, technically,
Yeah.
that's HR's still there for this reason. It just doesn't mean they're gonna do
Nah,
stuff.
Coming
I mean,
from
yes, but
HR.
we've
Oh
heard-
my
we've had-
God! What if Christian made the TikTok about you?
That's what I'm saying. Sometimes we get
that would be a sticky situation.
sometimes we get horror stories because HR is so
Yeah, it can definitely happen. I feel
bad.
like though, even if HR was also like corrupt or the one doing it kind of thing, there's always a step above HR still. Like you can always just take it straight to the top of the
yes.
company.
HRR, like
HR plus
Human
like
resources.
JRR.
the resources of human resources.
JJK. There's an update. The update you've all been waiting for. I reported her the next morning after I emailed my supervisor. My supervisor went to HR with me. I wasn't the first person she's done similar things to, unfortunately. Fortunately, for me, her having several reports against her for the same thing made it easier on me. Anyways, I reported her the next day and she was fired today. They pulled her into the office and made her watch her TikToks, and then they let her go. I got the satisfaction of watching her get escorted out by security, and her work besties were all smiles all day. No one treated me weird or anything. It was a very good day. And by the way, you can have a good day listening to full episodes with stories just like this on your favorite podcast platforms, iHeartRadio, Spotify, or Apple Podcasts. Wherever you're listening, just search OK Storytime. And we have a little bit more of the story to finish.
A little bit more story.
And there you go.
All is
Actions
well
have
that ends well.
consequences. Wow.
I'm gonna be so real though. Feel like that lady probably didn't learn a thing, but I'm glad that you reported it.
Nah, she just learned to make it on a fake
Oh,
account.
she's
that
just gonna
can't be
private
traced to
it
her.
or something, or not put her face in it.
Which,
Yeah.
kind of solves the issue by itself. Because it's like the issue is it's like you're blasting me out onto the internet for the world to see.
Well,
Calling me a witch, threatening me.
The
Just make
internet's
it make one
wild.
for yourself.
for doing absolutely nothing.
Probably just for being better at your job
Yeah.
than she is.
fully. Do your socks match your shirt?
Yeah.
They both got bears. Burr,
Incredible.
burr, 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 burr.
Confirm Dakota wants the Bears to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, sure. Sure I do. Thank you to everyone who knocked some sense into me and helped me stand up for myself. I needed that backbone, and I'll be working on that with myself moving forward. She also deleted her entire TikTok. Nice. We beat the bully this time. And there are some more comments here. Comment 1, good for you and everyone else who reported her. While it's one thing to engage in gossip at a job, even though that's pretty tacky as well, it's another to post gossip and to be doxing people on social media. OP says, I agree. I had thought about it all night and I realized I genuinely wouldn't have cared had she just not mentioned my name while making it obvious it was about me. And 2, that she had not posted the back of my car with my license plate. It's one thing to just not like me. I couldn't care less. But it's another to just outright degrade me on the internet thinking I'll never see it. Comment 2, I just read the original, and honestly, your mom is wrong. She's from the era where it was just accepted that you shat on the younger nurses. I'm glad you spoke up for yourself and everyone else she victimized. OP says, I agree. She hasn't spoken to me since I told her I'm going through with reporting, and I think that may be for the best. Times have changed, and healthcare, or really any job, is no place for bullying ever. A lot of people made really good points that really drove this home for me. People had asked me if I would want her taking care of me or my family knowing she is the way she is, and honestly, no, I don't. Hopefully my mom wakes up and realizes I wasn't wrong, but if she doesn't, then I guess it's not that big of a loss. The third comment says, my hospital has pretty strict rules about unprofessional behavior on social media. I suspect recording it and publishing it there breaches any number of professional nursing standards, and it's hard to put up a defense given it's documented. OP said my supervisor said I should report it to the nursing board as well. I'm thinking about it, but I'm not sure if I want to take it that far since she was already fired. Take it that far, OP. Take it as far as you can.
I mean, clearly she's willing to do this multiple times. You might as well.
Yeah.
What is she going to start making? Like, ugh, I had a patient the other day. Like, yeah, report her.
So this last comment is OP responding to a downvoted comment that was like regarding some terms that were used in the post. OP says, insufferable is a word, though. One I'm sure you know very well. Burn. We call our supervisors soups. If you don't work in our building, then maybe you refer to them as something else, and that's fine, but we don't. And for the third time, I am dyslexic. I don't give a crap about spelling or grammatical errors in a Reddit group. Get off your high horse. TikTok. Who gives a crap? It's the same effing thing. And yes, update you've all been waiting for, because my post had hundreds of comments asking for an update. Genius. And that's the end of that story. It sounds like OP let out a little bit of her frustrations on that commenter.
Sounds like that commenter deserved it.
Maybe.
I quit my job without notice, and now the HR is freaking out on me.
Oh, so I leave the nuclear plant without any notice. Who cares?
I quit with no notice, and I am beyond happy and relieved. I have an amazing new job that needed me right away. My now former workplace is a pit of toxicity and immaturity that deserves no respect, as they gave me none, and I did exactly what was right for me. I feel lighter just knowing I am free from that environment. By the way, this comes from vague username 133, and if you want to submit your own stories, go to the r/OK Storytime subreddit. I'm Carly.
I'm Dakota.
I'm Keon.
And we're here to give good advice goofily, but we don't have all the answers. We only know what we would do, so let us know what you would do in the comments. As OP says, I resigned today and got a call from the harmful and honestly probably mental ill HR, in quotes, person a few hours later, demanding that I return my laptop and phone to them first thing tomorrow morning. The problem is that I work on the opposite side of the city and already have an introductory drinks outing with my new team after work tomorrow. Their timing is impossible, and it feels intentionally antagonistic. I offered to overnight the items in the mail, and I was told that if they are not back by tomorrow morning, despite this being impossible, their attorneys will be involved. Part of me is loving this. They are actively horrible people, and HR has been bullying me all year, so I expected nothing less from them. At the same time, I'm wondering if anyone out there thinks I will actually be in big trouble if I overnight the items, which is completely unacceptable to them. Sending good energy to everyone out there dealing with this kind of BS. It's validating to know that I am not alone in navigating toxic workplaces. I'm relieved to be moving on and hope others can find the courage to do the same. Top comments. Blue RFR 3100. I would wait for the lawyers to contact you. The first thing the lawyers will do is send you a letter. Once you get that letter, call them back and make arrangements to return the items. The lawyers will bill the company for sending out the letter, make them pay for being so petty. OP's comments, Redditor 1? What a bunch of witches! If the company even has lawyers, they will blow through the cost of a phone and laptop in a day. And one would have to be utterly insane to waste money on terrorizing a former employee. Take the gear back anytime this week that's convenient for you, or, as you suggested, just ship it. Make sure you require a signature for delivery and that the package is insured for its value. OP responds, this is what I was thinking too. I'm shipping that crap back, and yes, ASAP. with signature required, and then I cannot wait to never hear from them again as long as I live. The corpse can go F themselves as they act like they own you. Tell them you sent them the phone. Tell them you sent them the phone in the mail and you get it when it arrives, and block their numbers. Form VM. They need to be brought back to Earth. Opie says, I didn't think of blocking them. I'm doing that as soon as the dang thing is signed for. Thank you. Good idea. Redditor 3. Also, if they are crazy, don't let them know where you're working now. Opie says, oh, I never would. I didn't even tell the one person I like and trust there. I'm not risking it. These people are unhinged and, unfortunately, powerful billionaires with their hands and money in Israel and all that crap. Not this loser HR guy, though. He's a pathetic loser who works remotely and would threaten me via email every once in a while for various things. He literally refused every PTO request I ever had. In the convo we had about the phone BS, he berated me for not giving notice and said I was probably about to be terminated anyway because I'm sick all the time. Yes, dude, I had to take time off to get tested for Crohn's and colitis because I was crapping blood at work. Want to see evidence? Effing losers. I'm not even mad. I laughed at him on the phone. I appreciate everyone's advice here. It made me feel less frantic. Redditor 4, downvoted, says, should have turned them in when you quit. If you are remote, you should have quit in person. That is the most satisfying way to see their face when you walk out the door. If you quit via email, you need to grow up. Opie says, nah, I'm tired of being the bigger person. When they go low, so do I, so they can get a taste of how effing annoying they are. And we have an update. I'm gonna be so real. I think you should suck it up and return it in the morning.
I mean, if you can get there, I'm sure if it's like, oh, I can't go in the morning because like I already have this other job. If you just tell your job, hey, I have to take this stuff back.
This is the last thing I have for my other job.
Yeah.
That they'll be like, yeah, you can come in a little late.
I'm sure it'll be okay.
I think that's just
Yeah,
the safest way to cover your own butt here
I was
and
just
not
gonna
be
say-
like, yes, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I said it already. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, rip
That's
off the
too late.
rip off the Band-Aid. Just rip off this Band-Aid that's just like, I'll do it later. It's gonna come off anyway.
Right, like we're just causing more problems.
Yeah.
Which I get it. They were being poo-poo heads to you, but like let's just be done with them.
They are the poo-poo.
They are the poo-poo. They are the poo-poo that needs to be tested from working too hard.
For Crohn's.
Update 2 days later. Hi, I got so many responses and such helpful info on my last post, linked. Thanks everyone who responded and let me know that this guy didn't have a leg to stand on. Quick update is, I didn't return the phone and laptop same day as I literally couldn't and had offered over 4 times to ship them back overnight with signature. For clarity, I even initiated that offer in my email telling him about my resignation. This unhinged HR guy said no again and sent me an official signed letter telling me I had to return the items to the location by November 18th, 2025. He also said he mailed a copy of the letter to me, which would be a moot point even if he had gotten the date right. Supposed to be today, December 18th. Solid. Since the mail doesn't come that same effing day. He said he texted me the PDF, but he texted it to the work phone that I have wiped and turned off according to his instructions. I responded and said it wasn't possible, and it literally wasn't possible to take it in person that day or the day before as he demanded. He said he will be taking legal action, at which point I responded, please do contact me with your attorney so we can wrap this up. Looking forward to hearing from them. He responded and said, you can go through me, LMAO. Finally, he conceded to sending a messenger to pick up my things, which should happen tomorrow if all goes smoothly, and knowing how stupid he is, it won't. His whole issue with me is that I know he's stupid, and he knows I know that he's stupid. I cannot wait to hand these things off to the messenger and confirm receipt and block him. Hope he gets a life soon. Happy holidays, everyone. We have another update. He's saying it's prohibited to send the items back in the mail due to sensitive info, and he's going to have his attorneys serve me papers. I said, great, connect me, because I'm traveling and don't want them to have to chase me down. FYI, I didn't sign anything about equipment return whatsoever. Then he refused to connect me. He said he would send a messenger again after I said I'm at work today and I don't have the things with me. I said I could return the items in person after the new year. No answer yet. I'm pretty sure it's illegal to withhold a paycheck due to this, and I am owed another next week.
I'm unsure about any of that, but I think you should give them back.
Because at this point now, if we're talking New Year and the original date was December 18th, we're talking weeks that you can't return these things.
Give the
You're
stuff
asking
back.
for problems.
Just give the stuff
Yeah,
back.
OP's,
You're
you're just
annoying
being really
me.
petty at this point. And like at this point, you're like, why? Like you're like, I left the job, but
The job
I like
sucked.
this. Yeah.
Okay, great. Now you kind of suck. God, I'm tired of his butt, and I'm not even trying to F with him at this point. We have some top comments. Za says, get something in writing from the courier to document transfer of possession. This HR guy sounds 99% like smoke, but always CYA.
Cover your booty. Cover your booty behind.
Oh.
Yeah, or just, even if you just, whatever, just give them the stuff. Give it back. Give it back. You're inconveniencing no one but yourself now,
Right.
really.
We're waiting weeks to return this. I'm pretty sure they probably could hold your paycheck. And what are you going to do? In the time that it would take to, like, sue them or whatever for your paycheck, you could just return the items and get it. Redditor5 posted this in your other thread. Please escalate this guy's legal threats to the higher-ups at your previous company or to in-house legal if this is a large company. If it's a small, crappy business, they probably won't care. If this is a real company with actual legal, they absolutely will care about this. For all you know, he's been warned about this before. And you could end up providing him a real nice parting gift on your way out. Or for the real LOL, let them know on every form of social media that you don't appreciate the legal threats from HR when you quit. Pops for the win. Opie says, it's a small, crappy company, and he is the HR department. He said he's going to have them serve me papers. I said go for it. Update 1 day later, 3 days after the original post. If this isn't I returned the laptop and phone.
I'm just waiting for like I got served legal paper.
Yeah, at
Oh,
this
shocker,
point, it's like
like-
you're really just playing with fire. Why? Like, why?
I think you want to
Why?
be sued, and I think that you think you would win, but you wouldn't.
You just have their stuff.
You have, like, at this point, they just want their stuff back.
And it makes, if they're a small little company, it makes sense they really want it back right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are the best and have really eased my spirits about this whole thing. I actually did have a panic attack yesterday. I think all this BS got to me in the midst of starting a new job and trying to get packed to spend the holidays with my dysfunctional family. It's too much. After the HR loser said his lawyers will serve me papers, I offered to connect with them so they wouldn't have to chase me down while I'm traveling. LOL. He said they will be harder to deal with than dealing with him and said, I promise you that. Okay, big guy. I stuck to my pew-pews and said the items will now be considered misappropriated property? Oh, sorry. I stuck to my pew-pews and he said the items will now be considered misappropriated property. A quick Google says this is not the case whatsoever, as someone has to intentionally refuse to return or destroy items belonging to someone else. It's in writing about 7,000 times that I'm trying to get these items back.
I don't know if you understand what that means. It sounds like it's in writing that you've, like, not given the items back 7,000 times.
But you know what is in writing? The fact that you can listen to more full episodes with stories just like this. Go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, wherever you get your podcasts, search up OK Storytime. Yeah, at this point I'd be like, send your dang courier, or I'd go drop them off. And I don't get why we're not doing that. I really don't.
Yeah, it's beyond time. It's beyond time, and it's beyond me why we're doing this to ourselves.
One also has 30 days after receiving a letter requesting return to actually return the property. He sent me the letter with return request date of November 18th, LOL, this week. So I told him since mailing it is out of the question and he never followed through on sending a messenger, I'll return the items when I'm back in the city first week of January. No response yet. This is actually feeling like intimidation at this point. He's adding in things about me being disrespectful, etc. And I just want this to end.
It
I want it to end, but I'll keep dragging it as long as I can because I won't return this Dude.
I won't respond to anything else until January. I did let this get to me a little this week, but that's the end of that. I hope I ruined his week.
Bruddy, it sounds like you ruined
Bro,
your week.
That's crazy. I don't even know. Maybe everyone at your old job is actually cool, and you were just.
I'm starting to feel
annoying.
like HR dude, maybe he has his moments of stupidity, but he's probably just doing his job. He's probably just trying to do his job.
Yeah, he's
He's probably just trying to get through a crazy month.